gonna play a game that, frankly, I don't know how to pronounce at all. This is called Astyanax? Astyanax? We'll go with Astyanax.
This was developed by ICOM in 1989 and originally released for the arcades under the title The Astyanax. Just a nice, straightforward side-scroller, and it had co-op multiplayer, which is always a plus. A year later, Astyanax for the NES was released. It retained a lot of similarities to the original, but for better or worse, it traded multiplayer for a story, which we'll go ahead and get into. So this game actually starts out with a 16-year-old boy named Astyanax. Yeah. He says he thinks his name might be from Greek mythology. I don't know about this guy, but I don't think I could have gone 16 whole years being named Astyanax without at least looking it up on the Googles or the Wikipedias or whatever it is those crazy kids are using in 1990. I don't know. Tablet. So Astyanax is apparently being bothered by a recurring dream where a mysteriously uninterested woman keeps asking for his help. It's okay, Astyanax. We all have dreams like that at your age.
What, it's not that type of dream? Oh.
Wondering exactly why this has been happening, he takes a slow, reflective walk across the bridge to ponder the deeper meaning of life, while staring straight into the sun. Which, in all fairness, is probably a great way to forget about your other problems for a while. This apparently induces a seizure, whisking Astyanax away to the title screen, where I presume we can start playing the game. Oh. After another cutscene. Woo. Well, at least he shares my enthusiasm.
So yeah, cutscenes. There are a lot of them. Over 10 minutes to be exact, and that's not including everything we just saw before the actual title screen. Now, the cutscenes, they're completely optional, they can all be skipped, and they don't really have any impact on the gameplay at all. It's just a side-scrolling platformer. But why would you want to skip those? I mean, come on, just take a look at this cover.
Here we got Astyanax here, and what is that, a skirt? No, whatever. And he's got his sword, and he's fighting a dragon, and we got a princess here, fairy, castle. It's, yeah, it's really unique.
Okay, that might not have been the best example.
We're introduced to our supporting cast with names clearly taken right out of Greek mythology. Characters like Cutie, our talking butterfly fairy, and Princess Rosebud, who looks like she's got better places to be right now. Cutie and Princess Rosebud were being imprisoned by the evil Blackhorn. Alright.
Well, at least we're getting a little better with the names here. I mean, it's gonna take a lot to talk Cutie and Rosebud.
Actually, I spoke a little too soon. Cutie escaped from prison somehow, and it's up to this guy to stop her and Astyanax. You wanna know this guy's name? Thorndog. Yeah.
Alright, so, just so we're clear here, the names. Astyanax, I guess you get a pass, because your name's from Greek mythology or whatever, even though you're a 16-year-old boy or something. But Princess Rosebud? Cutie? Blackhorn and Thorndog? What?
But it's okay! Astyanax is here to save the day! He has wonderful miracle powers? Okay. Well, not quite fabulous powers, but good enough. And hey, this guy over here, he kinda looks like Skeletor, so we got some potential. Oh, finally, we can start playing the game. I guess this is what Astyanax looks like when he's in a stage. But hey, we can swing our axe around at Medusa head blobs, Metroids, and
Alright.
Okay. So yeah, this game has pretty typical controls. Walking, jumping, attacking, platforming. But there are some intricacies. You've got this power bar down below. When you attack, it drops to 0 and quickly fills back up. The fuller it is, the more damage you do. You can even use magic. You get fire, lightning, and time freezing. Fire and lightning, to me they're pretty much the same. It's the time stopping ability that's ridiculous. It works pretty much like the stopwatch in Castlevania. It even works on bosses, which turns them into a joke. Going back to Castlevania, let's say you're playing Castlevania 3. That's a good one. And you make it to the end of a level with the stopwatch. Let's try that on a boss. Beyond that, you can upgrade your axe to a barbed spear and then a sword through power-up drops. And every now and then, you'll get Cutie to appear to either refill your magic or change out your weapon.
I gotta hand it to you, Cutie. You're growing on me.
Each weapon affects your damage and your magic cost. The axe is pretty average for both, whereas the spear does light damage and has light magic cost. The sword is very powerful, but you're not going to be able to use too much magic with it. Personally, I like the axe. Because, you know, Astyanax. I hope you like beginner's traps because this game is littered with them. Seriously, it's like any time you try to make a jump, something either spawns from the ground to knock you into a pit, or something flies from the other side of the screen to do the same. Be prepared to either waste your magic pool freezing time or blowing everything up on the screen, because you'll be doing either of those a lot. At the end of most levels, there's a mini-boss. Personally, I like this guy. He does a little dance every time you hit him. Almost makes me feel bad for killing him off. And then there's these two, an eagle and a lion, I guess. You kill the lion and the eagle picks him up with... Wait a second. Is he... Oh god. Yeah, I guess he shoves him up his butt. Good for you. Alright, so this is what you sometimes get after a mini-boss. The main bosses are, pretty easy. Especially if you have magic. If you don't, though, come on. Come on. Are you dead? Yeah, okay. Some of them even have multiple phases, like this armored bubble fetus. Oh yeah, he totally hit me there. Astyanax, you miss your world, don't you? Actually, I'm trying to figure out where one of your eyeballs went. But yeah, that too. But Astyanax can't go home, not until he rescues Princess Rosebud from the evil clutches of Blackhorn. Before we get to him, though, we have to make our way through a pretty simple maze level. Going through the wrong door will send you back, but the trick is to just enter the ones with the skeletons in front of them. Oh, alright, guess we get to fight Thorndog now. You know, Thorndog's name is silly, but even his fight doesn't do anything to change my impression of him. Pretty easy stuff. He looks like he wants to tickle you in his second phase, too. And in his dying breath, Thorndog magically dooms me to this world forever. I'd be a little more worried, but Cutie says she can fix it by... Wait, what? Sacrificing herself?
What are you talking about, Cutie?
So long, Astyanax?
You don't have to do this, Cutie!
Oh no! She's gone.
No, Cutie! Oh, she's gone and she's never coming back. Oh, it's my eye.
Nobody kills Cutie with vague plot devices and gets away with it. You're next, Blackhorn. In typical NES fashion, we have a gauntlet to clear, with a few mini-bosses that we fought before. And you! Then we're finally face to face with Blackhorn to exact our revenge. Yeah, that's a sick burn. I really don't know what to say about this fight. For somebody they built up the entire game, you'd think... Well, remember what I said about time freezing working on bosses? Yeah, it works on the final boss too. That was hard. And so, Astyanax defeated Blackhorn, saved Princess Rosebud and her kingdom of Remlia, and was returned home so that he could continue living the life of a normal 16-year-old boy. Wait a second. Cutie's back! And she's human now! I don't know how, but hey! Oh. Now I understand? Princess Rosebud doing in the sun? This is a reward for your bravery? I don't get it.
So that's Astyanax, and you know what? I kinda like it.
The sprites are big and detailed for an NES game, the combat and controls are responsive, and it's just a great feeling when you finally strategically cheese your way to victory. It's got plenty of challenge and enough tools to see you through to a satisfying conclusion. Plus, the music's nice.
I would imagine that there are plenty of people out there who probably prefer the straightforward, no-nonsense experience of the arcade version. What with no uniquely phoned-in story trying to motivate you at every possible turn. But again, emphasizing the fact that the NES version's cutscenes can easily be skipped, I think it's a great game that stands on its own. Plus, I'd be lying if I told you that re-experiencing the story from time to time wasn't a guilty pleasure of mine. That being said, I still don't quite understand the ending.
Oh, now I understand. Hey everyone, this is Chaide, and I would like to thank you all for watching my video game, video. I had a whole lot of fun making this, and I would love to hear your comments down below. Also, there's going to be a lot more content coming in the future, so feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want. I've also got a Twitter, which you can follow if you'd like, and a Twitch page that I tend to stream on occasionally. I also want to throw out another thank you to everyone from Twitch, particularly the people who watch my channel, for giving me some awesome feedback for the preview of this video that I showed not too long ago. You guys are awesome, and as far as everybody else is concerned, have a wonderful day. Take care.